Good evening. Thank you for that warm welcome, although it sounded a little bit like golf applause. But yeah, the idea is that it'll get bigger by the end of the night because you'll see all the wonderful things that we're going to share with you tonight. In case you don't know, my name is Rick Davis, and I'm the Executive Director here at the Hylton Center and the Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts at George Mason University. And it is an annual pleasure, or it was an annual pleasure until a little while ago, to greet you all and help announce the Hylton Performing Arts Center season, both our own Hylton presentations, and we're going to also tell you a little bit about the wonderful work of our arts partners a little bit later in the program. I want to make some thank yous. In fact, I'm going to do a very long bit of thank yous in a minute here, but we're going to go fast, so it'll be good. But I want to start by thanking Alliant Wealth Advisors for sponsoring tonight for this season announcement event and the Friends Hospitality throughout the 22-23 season. So Alliant Wealth Advisors is a real partner with us this year again. And of course, special thanks to our 2022-2023. I'm going to say that again, 2022-2023. It's a good exercise. The season sponsor, which of course is FH for Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical, and they have been with us now for many years and are a steadfast supplier of not only plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning to our wider world, but we're most grateful for their continued support of the arts. So let's watch a little bit from FH Fur.
As FH Fur celebrates more than 40 years of home comfort services, we are honored to give back to our Northern Virginia community that has given us so much. As a veteran-owned and family-operated company, FH Fur proudly provides plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical services to customers like you throughout the region. Our knowledge, experience, and professionalism has been the cornerstone of our company, and our loyal patrons have come to expect and appreciate absolutely the best service. When it comes to community involvement, we strive to support the arts, as we feel they play a vital role in shaping and connecting our community. It is our desire to do our part by giving back to local organizations like the Hylton that truly make a difference. We hope you enjoy this season at the Hylton Performing Arts Center as much as we enjoy sponsoring it.
So let's give all of our sponsors, FH Fur, Alliant Wealth Advisors, a round of applause. And now we are going to play Sponsor Bingo, because I invite you, as I read this list of sponsors, these are sponsors of individual performances and events this season at the Hylton Center. And as you can see, it's an ever-expanding list, which is a credit to several things. One, I think it's a credit to our wonderful development team here at the Hylton Center that does such a great job of connecting to the community. Two, it's a testament to the success of our mission in investing in the community and having the community invest in us. And three, it really is a credit to these fine businesses and folks in our community because it shows that they care about the long-term viability of the Hylton Center. So I'm going to go through this list, and the bingo thing is you just follow your eyes along the list while I'm reading, okay? And whoever gets there first, well, never mind. Amazon Web Services, the City of Manassas, Didlake Incorporated, Randall and Anna Edwards, Insight Wealth Management, J. Barrows Sales Training and Service to Software, the Law Offices of Krista L. Newton, McNichols Family Foundation, Meridian Financial Partners, MGN Foundation, Miller Toyota of Manassas, National Endowment for the Arts, Novec, Prince William County, Safeway Foundation, Stanley Martin Homes, United Bank, Virginia Commission for the Arts, and Buck and Julie Waters. Bravo! And now, it is my privilege to welcome to the stage the programming director for the College of Visual and Performing Arts and the programmer of Hylton Presents and Hylton Family Series and Matinee Idols and American Roots and all kind of other good stuff, Adrienne Bryant Godwin. Adrienne?
Hello, everyone. It is so nice to see you, to be here together in person tonight. I've had this job for almost 4 years, and this is only the second time I've been able to do this in person. So I'm really, really excited. As we've begun coming back together in person this year, the enthusiasm that we've felt from our audiences and from our artists has really just been so heartwarming. And I can tell you that on behalf of the entire staff here at the Hylton, we are ready to bring you a full season of performances like you were used to in years past. We know that you're looking for artistic experiences that are inspiring and uplifting, performances that you'll remember and reflect on for years to come. And I hope that our 2022-23 season will deliver. So please take a look. Before we move on to talk about some of the other series, I wanted to take just a minute to talk about a couple of the performances that I think are particularly special in the Hylton Presents series. An important part of our wonderful Veterans in the Arts initiative is bringing the community together to experience the arts through concerts and special events. And I'm so pleased that we'll continue doing so with two performances that are part of next year's Hylton Presents season. In celebration of Veterans Day this November, Jim Carroll and his beloved Metropolitan Jazz Orchestra will be putting together a special concert honoring our veterans service members and their families. This concert will feature music from the Jazz Age, which is the time period in between the two world wars during the 20th century when jazz really became the soundtrack for American culture. You'll hear classics like Boogie Woogie, Bugle Boy, and Sentimental Journey, with our own Darden Purcell lending vocals to help pay tribute to our service community. And then for our season closer, we've put together something special, and we'll once again be working with Veterans in the Arts Initiative, as well as our friends at the Center for American Military Music Opportunities, to present an exciting event that is called Camo Voices. Now, this concert will feature a variety of different musical groups that fall under Camo's umbrella, including the American Military Spouses Choir, At Ease, which is a new ensemble featuring active duty, retired, and veteran service members from each branch of the armed forces, who add unique twists to today's popular music. You'll also see Donnie Isaacs, who's a combat veteran and country music singer and songwriter, and Voices of Service, who is a vocal quartet, which many of you will have seen here before. They've risen to fame on a national level thanks to their time on America's Got Talent and thanks to their original music and uplifting arrangements, which pay homage to the power of music to heal. Thanks to the Veterans in the Arts Initiative, tickets for both of these performances will be free for veterans and service members. And we're looking forward to continuing to serve as an arts and community hub for veterans, service members, and their families through these collaborative performances and also through our ongoing workshop series. I also want to take a minute to talk about our dance offerings for next year because, as some of you may know, my background is in dance, so I have a particularly fun time curating our dance season. So next season, you're going to see two absolute dance geniuses, and what I love about their work is that they value and they uplift music equally to movement. So in the fall, you'll have the opportunity to see Ferroquito, who the New York Times has deemed the greatest flamenco dancer of the century. His performances combine the fiery passion of flamenco dance with live musicians and singers on stage. And his feet truly are a percussive instrument that will leave you in awe. The first time that I saw him perform a couple of years ago, I couldn't jump up out of my seat quickly enough to applaud at the end of the performance, as did everyone around me. And I knew that I wanted to present him, and it's just taken a couple of years to make that happen, but he will be here. So here is a brief video to give you an idea of what to expect with Ferroquito. So the next dance offering is something completely different, but equally special. The Mark Morris Dance Group has had a long relationship with Mason, but we've never been able to get them out here to the Hylton. And they are thrilled to be making their Hylton debut next season. And I'm so excited because we're going to be bringing one of my favorite programs, which is called Pepperland. This program was commissioned in 2017 in celebration of the 50th anniversary of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album. And the work features an original score alongside arrangements of works from the album performed by a really unique chamber music ensemble that you won't see anywhere else. It includes voice, theremin, soprano sax, trombone, piano, organ, harpsichord, and percussion. And it works, let me tell you. It might not sound like it works, but it's really, really cool. And for those of you that know Mark's work, you might initially think of his collaborations with luminaries such as Yo-Yo Ma or Emanuel Ax, or you might know his work to composers such as Handel or Mozart. But Mark's really, he's right at home in the rock and roll world, and critics have just lavished praise upon this production, so I can't wait to bring it to you. Take a look. So we're going to continue on with our celebration of music and dance. You see we have some microphones set up here on stage. That's not me and Rick Davis that are going to be performing, I guarantee. Rick actually would be entertaining, but not me. So I have a special treat for you. I have invited Sean Healy to join us tonight. Sean is putting together a Celtic Christmas program, which is going to be on December 11th, and he agreed to join us. He's brought a couple of his friends, and they're going to give you a little taste for what to expect. So please welcome to the stage Sean Healy, Kevin Elam, and Augie Kovacs.
Hello, folks. Thanks for being here tonight. We are certainly excited to be here on the Merchant Hall stage. We had a concert here over the summer, I think last summer, and it was supposed to be outside, but there was torrential rain, and then we got moved into this beautiful space, and it got me to thinking, wouldn't this be a wonderful place for a Celtic Christmas show? And so we have been doing this wonderful Celtic Christmas show in the area for a couple years now, and we're really excited to bring it here in December. And so, although it's only mid-April, we're going to attempt to get you into the Celtic Christmas spirit in the next 10 minutes. And we're going to start with some carols from the old country, the Gloucestershire Wassail, I Saw Three Ships, and the Sussex Carol for you.
Wassail, wassail all over the town. Our bread it is white and our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree, and the wassailing bowl will drink unto thee. Now here's to our mare and to her right eye. May God grant our master a good Christmas pie, a good Christmas pie as e'er I did see. And the wassailing bowl will drink unto thee. And here's to our cow and to her long tail, May God grant our master a good cup of ale, a good cup of beer, and pray you draw near. And it's then our jolly wassail you'll hear. Wassail, wassail, all over the town. Our bread it is white, and our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree, and the wassailing bowl will drink unto thee. Come, butler, come fill us a bowl of your best. We pray that your soul in heaven may rest. But if you do fill us a bowl of the small, then down will go butler, bowl and all. And where is the maid with the lily white smock, to trip to the door and pull back the lock, to trip to the door and pull back the pin, for to let all these jolly wassailers in? Wassail, wassail, all over the town. Our bread it is white, and our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree, and the wassailing bowl will drink unto thee.
Thank you so much.
And folks, thank you so much for being here. It's such a pleasure. And in case you were wondering, that first song that we sang is the Gloucestershire Wassail. And wassail is not only a drink, but it's also a tradition. Wassail means good health. So you would travel about the town, toasting the master of each house in the hopes that you would be invited in for a drink and perhaps a dance.
And speaking of dance, we have a wonderful dancer here tonight, Augie Kovac. Thank you. In our previous shows, we've had at least two dancers, and one of them, Marcia Searle, works a lot with Augie, and they had just a wonderful collaboration. That's one of the things that's a bit different about our show, is that we're highlighting right in front of your eyes the relationship of this type of music, which much of it was designed for dancing. So you're seeing what this music is designed for, and hopefully you're doing a little bit there in your seats as well. That's always the goal. And of course, we have the carols and all the favorite sing-alongs. And another special thing that we do in this show is singing in Scottish Gaelic. So you're going to hear a little bit of that now as a taste. And as this is a taste, there will be many more musicians on stage with us. So although I love rocking out with these two here, we're going to have many more musician harpists. We're going to collaborate with one of our local pipe bands, the Macmillan Pipe Band, and we're going to have all kinds of fun surprises. It's going to be a truly magical evening. So I hope you will join us on December 11th for that. But without further ado, here's a set of tunes from the Scottish Gaelic tradition, and then we'll end with one that you'll definitely recognize, so from a Christmas Celtic point of view. So thank you so much once again for having us. It's been a great pleasure to share a little sneak peek with you. Woo! Sevishka Harinoligan, Haroji, Doliana, Vishka Harinoligan, Kakri Kalia Kaulon, Vishka Harinoligan, Haroji, Doliana, Vishka Harinoligan, Kakri Kalia Kaulon, Koharinoligan, Kogadoshinya, Koharinoligan, Sevishka Harinoligan, Kakri Kalia Kaulon, Vishka Harinoligan, Haroji, Doliana, Vishka Harinoligan, Kakri Kalia Kaulon, Vishka Harinoligan, Haroji, Doliana, Vishka Harinoligan, Kakri Kalia Kaulon, Koharinoligan, Koharinoligan, Sevishka Harinoligan, Kakri Kalia Kaulon. Thanks so much. Hope to see you then.
Thank you.
Christmas in April. I love it. I love it. I wish you could have seen me and Rick dancing off stage. No, I'm glad that you didn't. We are going to stay in the realm of traditional music, and we're going to move on now to our very popular American Roots series. This year, in addition to bluegrass and folk music, we'll also be presenting Grammy Award-winning Zydeco artist Terrence Simeon, who will also be next year's artist in residence. So he'll be here for a full week engaging with our community. So here is the American Roots series. Hi, my name is Adrienne Bryant Godwin, and I'm the Director of Programming for the Hylton Performing Arts Center. Terrence Simeon and the Zydeco Experience will be bringing their high-energy music to the Hylton next February, just in time for Mardi Gras. Active for over 40 years, this two-time Grammy Award winner and eighth-generation Louisiana Creole has performed over 9,000 concerts and toured millions of miles to over 45 countries. Zydeco music is rooted in the Black Creole cultural traditions from Southwest Louisiana and draws from traditional blues, French Creole, R&B, gospel, jazz, and Native American music. Simeon has found an authentic and artful way to deliver his roots music as a relevant, evolving artist who draws from Zydeco's complex lineage.
I started my band in 1981. My band is 41 years old. We've been touring since 1985. We've toured 45 different countries. We love bringing the music to people who never seen it before. You know, our music is a rare type of music that, you know, most people in this country, in the world, don't know about. And I hope they enjoy our band enough to want to seek out more Zydeco bands, more Zydeco performers, and also have a greater appreciation for Black American roots music.
In addition to their performances on the American Roots series, Terrence Simeon and the Zydeco Experience will be the Hylton Artist in Residence for the 2022-2023 season, and will be on the ground in our community for a week conducting engagement activities with residents of all ages. We anticipate that they'll reach thousands of community members throughout their residency here. We look forward to welcoming Terrence Simeon and the Zydeco Experience to the Hylton and can't wait to dance, groove, and learn alongside them. Here at the Hylton, we hope to provide opportunities for arts lovers of all ages, whether you are 8 years old or 80 years old. The Hylton Family Series will feature performances that celebrate the magic of cultural traditions like Dia de los Muertos, the magic of some of our favorite literary characters, including Winnie the Pooh and Llama Llama, and also just magic. For those looking for intimate lunchtime concerts, the Matinee Idols series offers a nice variety of musical concerts, this year including string ensembles, the steel pan, and opera. And we're also back this year with a very popular lunch option with Matinee Idols. So here's a sneak peek at these two series.
Wow. I can't tell you when I've been this excited about a Hylton season across every category. Let's give Adrienne still in the wings. Let's give her a round of applause for that. It's just thrilling to see the quality, the diversity, the breadth of the offerings across all of those platforms. This is a busy place, and you know what's so astonishing is that with all of that work that you just saw previewed here tonight, that's still only about a third of the work that goes on at the Hylton Performing Arts Center every season. And I'm about to tell you about the other 2/3. So we're going to be here till 10, but that's okay. No, it's so important to make the point that the Hylton Center is an institution that supports both the finest professional artists that we can find and bring every year, and increasingly have them stay for a while and work with our community. But also, this place was built and founded as a home for the best performing arts and visual arts activity right here at home. And so I'm going to give you just a really quick preview about our arts partners, who are the founding institutions that are still with us here at the Hylton Center. And I'm going to say a few words about each event, but only sort of drill down on maybe one per ensemble so that we can go do our business outside here. First off is the Creative and Performing Arts Center, otherwise known as HPAC, which is co-founded by Denise McPhail, and they are going to perform their wonderful production of Langston Hughes' Black Nativity, a joyous theater experience depicting the first Christmas through the lens of the African-American culture, articulated by Langston Hughes' poetic narrative, scripture, diverse musical genres, and powerful dance. And this is an incredible show. I've seen it here. It's amazing. It's definitely worth coming to see. Manassas Ballet Theater, of course, is bringing their full season back. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, The Nutcracker, which is a family favorite, a holiday tradition here at the Hylton Center. And the one I want to mention in more detail is a program called La Boutique Fantasque and More. And this is interesting because it's a blend of original contemporary choreography by MBT dancers in the first half, and then the enchanting story of a toy maker's magic shop and dancing dolls in Act 2. So a little bit of something traditional and a lot of something new on that program. And then a beautiful production of Swan Lake. And of course, MBT is noted throughout the ballet world, actually, as one of the few professional ballet companies that uses a live orchestra or live music at every performance. And that's something we're very, very proud of. The Manassas Chorale, directed by Becky Werner, will perform a 4-concert series, Broadway in Manassas, Everywhere Christmas Tonight, With One Voice, and then the one I want to mention a little bit about is From Sea to Shining Sea, their 4th concert in the series, in which they are partnering with the Greater Manassas Children's Chorale. So that's going to be an especially popular concert, and I think well worth seeing. Manassas Chorale also almost always performs with a live orchestra, and they are absolutely superb. Speaking of live orchestras, the Manassas Symphony Orchestra, under the baton of music director James Villani, will perform their 4-concert season. And I have to give a shout out to the Manassas Symphony because they have the cleverest concert titles every year. The 4 titles in order are Celebrations, Explorations, Inspirations, and Aspirations. And I just love the way they come up with that theme every year. And I'm going to tell you about the first one, Celebrations, because it features the virtuosic pianist Thomas Pandolfi performing Franz Liszt's Piano Concerto No. 2 in A major on Liszt's 211th birthday. So that's kind of cool. And if you remember back to the opening of the Hylton Center, Thomas Pandolfi was one of the artists who helped us open this space back in 2010. So that is a fantastic season to come. Prince William Little Theater is performing The Sound of Music, Peter and the Starcatcher, The Trial of Ebenezer Scrooge, and the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Those are all great shows, but I want to talk a minute about The Sound of Music because that is going to be performed on this stage jointly by Prince William Little Theater and the aforementioned Manassas Symphony Orchestra. So that's a wonderful collaboration that we're happy to host here at the Hylton Center. And we also have the Youth Orchestras of Prince William, which is on the resurgence, and they are going to be performing here and doing workshops starting this summer. You can find their 2022-2023 performances at yopw.org. So as you can see, this is an incredibly rich artistic menu that crosses all genres, all periods, all styles, and all kinds of art making. And it's so exciting to witness every year how this comes true. I just want to say, once again, a very personal thank you for your support, for being here. It's so incredible to see this house, again, populated with people who are here on the season announcement day. This is a long-standing tradition, and, you know, we had to table it for a couple years, but you are back, and we are back, and let's all go make art together. Thank you. We'll see you out in the Did Lake Grand Foyer. Good night.